Good afternoon, groovy citizens, and happy fantastic Friday. You guys, it is finally Friday. And if you don't work the weekend, then your weekend is here. So, and even if you do work the weekend, I want everybody to have a wonderful weekend doing whatever it is that you're doing. Just be safe doing it, of course, but just have a wonderful weekend. So I hope your day is going great. It is about, what's in the afternoon? It's 51 degrees out. Earlier today, I didn't do my video because the sun was out, and y'all know what happens when the sun comes out. It overheats the back of my phone. So I said, well, I'll just wait till it goes down. So I said, you know what, let me hurry up because it's almost 3 o'clock and the day is moving on. And me and my other half, we're going to hook up and go grab some dinner in a couple of hours. So I need to get everything done that needs to be done so I can be ready, because our women's ministry, we have a Zoom call this evening that's going to be really, really nice. You know, we're going to laugh a little, cry a little, talk about everything under the sun, and I'm really looking forward to it. So anyway, let's jump into today's topic. Oh, and before I do that, you guys will notice, okay, that I have on some lip color, and it's from Wet n Wild. Y'all, look at this packaging. Is this not stinking cute? Look at that. Look at the cute little lips right here. And it's by Wet n Wild. It's called Sangria Time. And when I tell you, this is so pretty. Y'all, look at that. That is so pretty. And so I have another color that I ordered. It's a little bit darker than this. It's more like an eggplant color, and I think it'll be here on Monday, maybe Tuesday. But anyway, yes, this is by Wet n Wild. Got it from Amazon. So excited. Love, love, love it. Now, today's topic is, it's time to dream big. Now, before I jump into today's topic all the way, I knew something I was forgetting to tell you. Make sure you all tune in on Monday, because on Monday, we got some homework to do. We are going to do some big things this year, and I have something I cannot wait to share with you all on Monday. Yeah, I'm not going to pack it any more than that. Just come back here on Monday, okay? Now, it's time to dream big. And this quote that I'm sharing with you is by Denzel Washington. And he says, I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nothing, he says. Nelson Mandela said, there is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you are capable of living. Now, I'm sure in your experiences in school and applying to college and picking your major and deciding what you want to do with life, I'm sure people have told you to make sure you have something to fall back on. He says, but I never understood that concept, having something to fall back on. Excuse me. That's, you know, as he talked about applying to college, this is why a lot of people have majors and minors. Not everybody has a minor. I don't. I have a major, but I've never had a minor. But that's so that you have something to fall back on. So if that thing that you chose to do doesn't work out, then you have something else to fall back on. And see, in life, a lot of times people do the same things, don't they? Don't we? Okay. Where you have this person that you're seeing over here, but you keep this person over here in case things over here don't work out. You got something to fall back on. Same way with life, y'all. But he's saying, I don't get that concept of having something to fall back on. He says, if I'm going to fall, I don't want to fall back on anything. Come on, somebody. Y'all, this will shout you. This is your shouting moment right here. He says, I want to fall forward. I need to say that one more time. And forgive me in advance, y'all, because y'all know my silences always want to drain when I'm doing my videos. If I'm going to fall, I don't want to fall back on anything. I want to fall forward. See, because when you fall back, or when you think about falling back, you are going backwards. So we want to fall forward. That's your shout moment right there. He says, I figured at least this way I will see what I'm going to hit. Without consistency, you will never finish. And I need you all to hear me. I don't know who needs to hear this, but without consistency, you will never finish. If you're not consistent with your healthy eating and weight loss, you're not going to finish where you want to be. If you're not consistent in growing your business, you're never going to get there. If you're not consistent at being the best person that you can be, you are never going to get there. You, have to be consistent with whatever it is that you are doing. He says, so do what you feel passionate about. Take chances. Don't be afraid to fail. There's an old IQ test with 9 dots, and you had to draw 5 lines with the pencil within these 9 dots without lifting the pencil. The only way to do it was to go outside the box. He says, don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams. That struck a nerve with somebody because I felt it. I'm going to say it one more time. Dreams without goals are just dreams. Y'all, I have some of the best dreams. I have some of the weirdest dreams too at times. And I've had some scary dreams. But when I have a dream about something, if I don't have a goal to get me from A to Z, it's just a dream, because I'm just going to stay right here at the starting point. I've got to go. I have to have a goal to get me from A to Z. Otherwise, I'm just going to stay here. So that's why I love it when he says a dream without goals is just a dream. He says Reggie Jackson struck out 2,600 times. Now, I didn't know this in his career, the most in the history of baseball. He says, but you don't hear about the strikeouts. People remember the home runs, and that is failing forward. Thomas Edison conducted 1,000 failed experiments because the 1,001st was the light bulb. Fail forward. So you see how these two individuals, and then there are plenty of other people in life, you and I can be added to that list as well. We do something and it doesn't work out. However many, say that 3 times fast, times we try, it doesn't work out. But guess what? You kept at it. You kept trying to do whatever it was that you were doing. And that's why you are where you are now, because you did not give up. That is the whole takeaway from what I just shared with you, okay? Every failed experiment is one step closer to success. Let me put a pin right there. So if you give up every time you fail at something, honey, you're never going to go anywhere in life. That's the reality. You will not. You cannot. If you give up every time you feel, okay, well, this didn't work out, so I'm going to go on over here and I'm going to do this. So I'm going to go over there and I'm going to do that or do the other. No, you've got to stick with it. You think of whatever it is in your life, because I don't know you and I don't know what's going on in your life, but you think about one thing in your life that had you not stuck with it, had you not been consistent, had you not decided that you were going to keep trying, you would not be where you are with whatever that thing is had you given up. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what makes you think that when the stakes get high, it's all right to give up? It's not all right to give up. No, and I get it. Nobody likes to fail. I don't like to fail. And I don't want to see other people fail. But I realize that if I give up, I'm never going to get to the finish line, because I just keep giving up. And so in nothing that if you don't complete something, how can you finish it? So let that really work on you, that we've got to stop giving up just because something didn't work out. Okay, you might be embarrassed about it. I get that. But you've got to keep going, or else you're never going to accomplish anything. He says you've got to take risks. And I'm sure you probably heard that before, but I want to talk to you about why that's so important. He says you will fail at some point in your life. Accept it. Now, let me put a pin right here, because I just felt a vibe. Somebody said, but Michelle, you supposed to be here to motivate us. How dare you sit and tell us we're going to fail at some point? Well, guess what? I'm being realistic, sweetie. I am being realistic. We are all going to fail. I said you, but I meant myself included. We are all going to fail at some point in our lives. And so we have to accept that. We're not going to be successful at every single thing that we do. That's just not the way life is set up. And if you think about it, if you succeeded at everything you did, you wouldn't need God. Why? Because you say, okay, well, I know I'm going to do this. It's going to be a success. I don't need God. I need God. As the song says, I need thee. Oh, I need thee every hour. I need thee. I don't know about you all, but I need God. I can't live this life by myself. I need God. I need people because I can't do everything by myself. Some things I can do by myself, but there are many things that I need somebody else's help in order to succeed at those things. And guess what? My prayer every day is, God, send the people in my life that I need for today. Send those people in my life today that I need, that can help me to do whatever it is that I'm trying to do. It might be just to get this video some reach. I need people to do that. In order to get views, I need people to watch this video, to share this video, to subscribe to my channel. Some things you just cannot do by yourself. But I digress. We all have to accept the fact that we are going to fail at something, at several things throughout the course of your life. One of these days you're going to look back and you're going to be laying in your bed thinking about all the things that you succeeded at in life. But then sometimes, every now and then, you might think about some of those things that you didn't succeed at. And it may cross your mind, I wonder what would have happened had I been successful at this or successful at that or successful at the other, because that's just life. But I said that to say, accept it. We all will fail at something. And sometimes we have times in our life where you will fail from everything that you touch. You might fail this thing and then that thing and then that and then that and then that. And you say, all right, Lord, I yield. I yield, Jesus. When is it going to be my time to be successful at something? But you have to accept it and understand that there's a reason why that thing did not come to pass. See, I don't know about you all, but let me tell you this real quick and I'm gonna move on. When things don't work out in my life, I always go back to God and say, all right, Lord, this thing didn't work out. But can you tell me why? Or can you show me why it didn't? And 9 times out of 10, God's going to show you, because that thing that you thought you wanted, or that person you thought you wanted, really was not the right person for you at all. And God was actually saving you from hurting yourself. Come on, somebody. But let me move on. He says, you will lose. You will embarrass yourself. You will suck at something. There is no doubt about it. The thing is, don't quit. Don't fall back. Pray and then keep moving forward. Let me put a pin right there. So you're going to suck at some things. You're going to embarrass yourself. You are just going to just make a mess of whatever it is that you're doing. But the thing is, you don't quit. You get up, you dust yourself off, and you keep on going. You just do. Because again, if you don't, then you failed. That's it. That's it. That's all. There's nothing else for you if you don't get back up and try it again. So there's an old saying, you hang around the barbershop long enough, sooner or later, you're going to get a haircut. So you will catch a break eventually. You understand what I'm saying? Hopefully you all got that when I said if you hang around a barbershop long enough, eventually you're going to get a haircut. You will catch a break eventually. Eventually, God's going to say, you know what? I've let my child Michelle suffer long enough. I'm going to open up some doors for her. I'm going to send down some blessings for her. I'm going to put the right people in her life, because I've watched her be diligent and obedient to my word, and she's continued to have faith, and she's continued to keep pushing forward and not giving up. So I'm going to bless her for her hard work. And he's going to say the same thing for you all. Insert your name there. Okay? Insert your name. But if you don't give up, I believe God rewards us in the end. But I digress. He says, if you don't fail, you aren't even trying. So if you go through life, and I know some people will say, you know what, I don't fail at anything. Okay, well, that's great for you. But are you really trying? See, because when you really try to do stuff. This lady right here, when she turns around, sometimes her driving just kind of gets under my skin because she gets a little too close when she's turning around. But I digress again. So again, he says, if you don't fail, you aren't even trying. And some people like to brag, oh, I've been doing this, I've been doing that, and honey, everything I touch is a success. Okay, keep on living. Keep right on living, because life will hand you your dinner plate in the palm of its hand, okay? Not even on a nice china plate. Just keep on living, because everything is not going to go right for you. Again, life is not designed for it to be that way. So just keep on living. He says, to get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. Can I say that one more time? Because somebody in the back of the room missed it. To get something you've never had, you've got to do something that you've never done. When you think about all of the people who have achieved great things in life, they had never done whatever that thing is until they did it. And now it's a success. But imagine if had they not done it, they would not be the success that they are right now. And it's the same with you and I. If we don't do something different, if we don't step outside of the box and keep trying, then we're not going to have whatever it is that we could have had we stuck with it. I'm just saying. So he says, what are you going to do with what you have? Think about that. What are you going to do with what you have? He says, not just money. He's talking about time and talent and love and patience, your gifts, etc., etc., etc. Sometimes failure is the best way to figure out where you're going. Did I not say that earlier? Sometimes failure is the thing that you need so that you can determine where you're going next. See, because some of you all, if God allowed you to keep prospering, and you're headed down a road that's really, really cautious. It's very, you need to be cautious heading down that road, but you don't see it. All you see is the winds. And God is saying, okay, I'm trying to get your attention, but you're not listening to me. So I'm going to have to let that thing fail so that I can get your attention to show you that so I have something better for you. But see, you're so focused with what's going on right here that you can't see what I have for you down the road. So you're like, and see, let me say this too, and then I'm going to move on. I don't know about you, but anytime I failed at something in life, you know what I've learned to do? I've learned to say, thank you, Lord. Thank you for allowing me to fail at whatever that thing was. Now I am ready for you to show me what it is that you would have for me to do next. I am ready for you to show me the direction that you need me to go in now. So I'm telling you, it's all about perspective. If you change the way you see things, you can handle things so much better. So your life will never be a straight path. It's just not. And if you are looking to go through life at this straight path, sweetie, just wipe it out of your mind, because it doesn't work that way. You may start out straight, but then you're going to make some turns here and there, and you may come full circle to get back to where you were going. But life is never a straight path. Taking risks is not just about going for a job. It's also about knowing what you know and what you don't know. It's about being open to people and to ideas, to the chances you take, the people you meet, the people you love, the faith that you have. That's what is going to define you. I'm going to say that one more time. It's about being open to people and to ideas. The chances that you take, the people you meet, the people you love, the faith that you have, that's what is going to define you. And I need you all to really hear me when I say that. Never be discouraged. Never hold back. Give everything you've got. And when you fall throughout life, always remember this. Fall forward. Again, that quote was by Denzel Washington, and I'll make sure I put that in the description box. That was just so powerful as I listened to him. He was speaking at a graduation, and it was so powerful. I actually have listened to that video 3 different times, and it was just so powerful because I think we have gotten to a point in life where we have been taught to have something to fall back on, be it in a relationship, be it in a business, be it in your investment portfolio, whatever it is, whatever it may be. We have been taught to have something to fall back on, and we get so used to having that cushion. See, because if I know I have something to fall back on, chances are I'm not going to take this thing right here as serious as I probably should. Why? Because I know, hey, if this doesn't work out, I got something else to fall back on. And so I love the fact that he talks about falling forward. So I don't know about you all, but I'm like Denzel. I don't want to fall back on anything. I want to fall forward in life. So as I go through this life, my prayer is that, Lord, you would have me to fall forward in everything that I do, because that shows me that I've taken what I've learned, I've applied it, and that just wasn't the right time. So it didn't quite work out at that particular time, but I'm falling forward because I'm going to fall into my next venture, or I'm going to fall into the next opportunity, or whatever that thing may be. But always strive to fall forward in life. And I love the fact that he stresses the importance of stepping outside of your comfort zone. Can you imagine if I never stepped outside of this truck? I would never go anywhere. All I would know is the world right here inside of this truck. And that's how it is when people don't take the time to go and visit other places. All you know is the area that you live in. So that's why I encourage people all the time to go out, see the world, go places, learn new things. And I get it, sometimes those things can be a little pricey, so you might have to plan in advance for it. But however you choose to do that, you can even do that where you live. You can get in your car and decide, this weekend I'm going to explore some other areas where I live. And you get in your car and you say, okay, I think I'm going to drive up 95, or I'm going to drive up out Route 50 and just see how far that will take me, what other places I come across. And a lot of these places are so close by, but you don't know they exist. Why? Because you won't leave right where you are. So I just want to encourage you to step outside of your comfort zone. I'm gonna leave you with this. Step outside of your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to take chances, because if you don't fail, guess what? You're not even trying. So don't be afraid to take chances. Know that failure is, because here's the thing. We always say failure is not an option. Now, when we say that, that's a little different. That just says, I refuse to fail at this. I'm going to keep trying until I succeed. So that's a little bit different. But understanding that failure is a part of life. It's a part of your life. It's a part of my life. And it's just something that we all are going to have to go through. It doesn't always feel good, but it is something that we will all go through in life. So you have to just, if things don't work out, you stand up tall and you brush your shoulders off and you say, all right, Lord, I tried this, it didn't work. So I'm going back to the drawing board to figure out what I need to do next, because I'm going to win. And in order to have a winner's mentality, you've got to decide that you are going to step outside of your comfort zone. You've got to decide that you're going to keep pushing forward when life tries to knock you back. And you've got to decide that if you should fall, you're going to fall forward. And you're not going to allow life to keep pushing you back. Some of you can't get where you need to be because you've allowed life to keep pushing you back, when all you have to do is stand up straight and decide you're going to fall forward. Y'all, that's it. That's my time. I need to get in here, get this video edited, uploaded, all that other good stuff. If you're new to watch my video, I want to say watching. That's not what I was going to say. If you're new to watching my video, that's because I ain't eat no lunch, okay? I'm hungry. But if you're new to watching my videos, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. It is a pleasure to have you guys here. If this is not your first rodeo, I want to say welcome back. Y'all know I miss you and I don't get a chance to see you. Go out there, have an amazing day on purpose. Have an amazing weekend on purpose. And make sure you come back tomorrow, because if you're new to watching my videos, I do car conversations, i.e. I'm sitting in my truck, so I call it car conversations. I do them every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Now, I may do them other times if I have something really interesting I want to talk about, or, I'm just feeling myself, like when I get my hair done or something, and I just want to chit-chat and show y'all my hair. But other than that, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, so make sure you come back tomorrow, and we will do another car conversation. I promise you all, you guys, I promise, I will have my cooking video up for you this weekend. I have not gotten to it, but I will get to it, okay? Because giving up is not an option. And I will fall forward, okay? So make sure you look out for that cooking video. It's probably going to be on, I think it's probably going to be on Sunday. Yeah, it's probably going to be on Sunday because I already have a vlog to do tomorrow. Plus, I have to record my podcast for tomorrow. So check for it on Sunday. Listen, that's it, you guys. Y'all know the drill. You know my spiel. I love you all to the moon and back. And there is nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, that you could ever do that's going to change that. You know why? Because I love you all. I want nothing but the best for you. I want you all to succeed. I know you can succeed. And it's time for you to fall forward. It's time for you to step out of your comfort zone and go out there and do the daggone thing. That's not what I was going to say, but that's what we're going to go with for today. Love you all, and we'll talk again tomorrow.